Welcome to this new Let's Play. I really hope you enjoy it. With me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my world. Looks nice, doesn't it? Looks absolutely fantastic. Looks can be deceiving. This is all I've known for as long as I've been alive now. And no one quite knows how it happened, why it happened. Some people believe martial law, civil unrest, and it went from there. Some people believe it was the civil unrest that caused the martial law. What people disagree about is what happened next. People find it hard to believe that a government, a country, would deploy weapons against its own people. Some people believe it was a foreign power. But the thing is as well, there are so many, it's life imitating art thing, that there are so many films, and I remember as a kid growing up watching them, all these apocalypse type films, zombie type films, you know, and there's all this thing with nuclear weapons being used and irradiation and mutations, and is it zombies, is it mutations, is it, you know, just gangs of, is it a Mad Max scenario, you know. And weirdly it's a lot more simple than that. Nuclear weapons weren't used across the entire country. In parts. When I come to a new area, I always make sure I'm suited and booted, just in case. You don't know if it's an irradiated zone, you have to check. And even if it's not, you have to be careful. There are bandits, there's militia, there, you know, you might move to an area and there's nobody. I've spent my years, like I said, this is all I've known. On my own, with groups of people, in communes, in safe havens. I've always found the bigger the crowd, the bigger the problems. So I try to stay on my own as much as I can. I try to avoid people if I can. And I've spent my life travelling, just a nomadic kind of lifestyle really, and I'm getting tired. I need to settle down. I need to at least rest for a while. And what amazes me still is that despite all of this, a year go by, 10 years go by, decades go by, how nature finds a way back. How no matter what happens, fields of crops, trees, plants, animals just carry on. I remember watching a documentary about Chernobyl a few years ago, and it's incredible how an area that cannot be lived in is so dangerous, yet everything's regrowing, nature's taking back over. How crops in the fields will grow, wither, die, sort of reseed from that process and go again and roll forward and roll forward. But anyway, all that being said, why are we here? What am I doing? If anyone's seen the film Zombieland, and that's the thing, like I say, life imitating art, one of the places I stayed as a youngster, they had an extensive DVD library. If you're a young person, you might not know what those are. DVDs. And I remember we just watched everything. And it's funny how, because what everyone was going through, that's what you watched. All these disaster films, all these types of, you know, weird and wonderful, and your imagination runs wild. And there's a list of rules. My rule? Fuel is hard to come by, generally speaking. It's a precious commodity. I've got a little bit. If you stop and get off your vehicle, I had a horse for a while. That didn't pan out. I found this, got it running. If I stop and get off, I leave the engine running. Don't turn the engine off. Unless you intend to stop for a while. Because you don't know what might happen. And the last thing you want to do is jump on. You need to get away quickly and it won't start. Leave the engine running. What have I got? No money. Diesel and some oats. I'm so sick of oats. So sick of oats. You can have them with water. You can boil them. You can heat them up and toast them. If you're lucky enough at some point to find milk, oh. But I want something different. Like I say, I'm tired. And we've come to a new area. American Falls, little town, is where we're heading towards. And every time I come to a new area, you've got to be careful. There may be people, there might not be people. I try and avoid them. I doubt there's going to be any traffic. But what we've got to do, and what we will do, is a system of bartering and haggling, finding things. And what I find, there might be things I want to keep. There might be things I find I might want to trade. Again, come back to a film reference. Mad Max, Thunderdome, Beyond Thunderdome, Bartertown. Sometimes you get towns, little villages, places where you might have a little vehicle workshop where you can get repairs done. You might have somebody who deals in electronics. You might be able to get something repaired and fixed. There might be a little shop, a little farm shop that just has odds and ends, and you can take stuff in and barter and trade and haggle for food or whatever it might be. Some places they have bigger places, like almost like markets. They might have livestock. There might be, again, repair. There could be all sorts of goods that can be swapped and traded. It might be as simple as an implement. You might find a shovel. You might find, I don't know, you could find bigger piece of machinery. Often information. Peddling information, bartering information is a very, very important tool, because if you come across something big, something you can't move, something you can't touch, something you can't do anything with, but to the right person, the information about where that is huge. So often, yeah, haggling and trading in information can be just important. So what we're going to do is look for a place that I found on a map. I found a brochure a while back, and we'll talk about the map while we're here. Here it is, American Falls. Now I'm looking for a place called Harry's Hobby Farm. I found a brochure about a month or so ago, and I've been heading this way since, because I thought, you know what better place to find to maybe settle down, rest my head. If I decide to stay longer, the problem is a lot of farms have been ransacked, a lot of newer machinery, I say newer machinery with electronics and stuff, depending on where nuclear blasts happened, EMPs, electronics got knocked out. If you can find someone that can repair electronics and things, you can get newer machinery up and running. A lot of newer machinery has been scavenged for parts, been taken, is being used. A lot of population centres, and there are bigger population centres where most of the survivors, I guess, went to. They went to places where they could feel safe, where they were protected, where they might be provided with running water and food and accommodation and that kind of stuff. And it's what the government asked people to do, come to these population centres. A lot of people did, some people didn't. And a lot of equipment, machinery, vehicles went. A lot of the older stuff, older machines, things that didn't have electronics, starting equipment, and didn't have all these computer brains that run everything, older tractors, older trucks and pickups and cars and stuff, they're still about. They're knocking around because they're easier to maintain, they're easier to look after. You don't need someone that knows about electronics to get them up and running. So what we're looking for, and on the map it's up here, there we go, Harry's Hobby Farm. Owner unknown. I suppose a lot of the places will be. What we have got on the map though are locations of different productions, facilities, places of sale. I'm trying to work out a way to get there to avoid population. I don't want to go into the main town, not yet. That's something we need to maybe aim towards. Maybe scouting around the outskirts. So this is me with my gear. Like I said, I won't keep this on all the time, but it certainly doesn't hurt to be careful when you first come to an area. Searching for things is going to be a big part of what we do to start off with. I'm going to go this way. Oh. Fuel, good to know. Can't put it anywhere at the moment. Anything, like I say, anything we can find can be haggled, bartered, stored. Recycling centre, we can come and check that out at some point. You never know what you might find. Odds and ends, like I say, it doesn't matter what it is, how small it is. Now you have to be careful, because when you come to farms, farmsteads, homes, you don't know if anyone's still there. There might be people living there. And this being the US of A, people can be very protective of their properties. They will protect their freedom. So if you are going to go and have a look for stuff, you have to be careful. If there's any inclination of someone being there, run away! That's always the best, I always think. Now, breaking with narrative at the moment. Toys are a good thing to find. If I can find toys. Money doesn't really have much value, but you can still pick things up. Yeah, so breaking with narrative ever so slightly. There's information in the description about this. I had help setting this up. And the problem is, there was a list of things I gave to this person and said, can you put these out and around? Something for me to hunt and find and search and look for. The problem I've just suddenly realised, literally as I've started doing this, is I'm not sure I'm going to be able to identify the things that have been placed from the things that are decorative on here already. Could be a problem. Ha! Owned by unknown. What does that say? Diesel, 100 litres. That's not diesel. What is that? Is that a planter? The problem is, I've got to remember. You know me. You might not know me. You may be new to all of this. This is something a little bit different. This was one of those. I had a brainwave, and I thought, you know what? Why not? Certainly won't be able to get that running without help. There's stuff everywhere. Well, that's a curiosity. Let's just sit out the front, have a barbecue and watch the world end. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, that's not decorative, is it? Is that people talking? Right, stay away from there. What would be handy would be to have a map I could mark things on. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Put a cross on the map on things. Don't go near here. Stay away. Now on the map this is marked as metal factory. Make do metal. Metals? Metal. We can always check. Again, stay out of the way, walk over and have a look. It's always the best bet. Where are we here? Yeah, make do metals. I don't know why. Isn't it weird? I'm looking for traffic. Why? I suppose it doesn't hurt to be careful, does it? Crossing roads. Anywhere where there's long sight lines, you never know. People have, you know, people have binoculars and stuff like that. The only thing I've got some night vision goggles, but that's about it. But that doesn't do me any good now. There's a house here. We will get to the hobby farm. Don't you worry. But it doesn't hurt to have a look while we're on the way. No, nothing. Oh, hang on. Hang on. A shovel. Nice. We can always come back for that. Ah, brilliant. Metal. That's a commodity and a half, because if you want to make anything, if I want to build fencing, any metal structure, roofing, all sorts, problem is with that, it's heavy. Without something to lift it with, And there's that, but again, electronics. I'd need components to get that running. And how do I pick it up? This isn't for picking up pallets. That's not going to help. But again, metal. We know it's here. What's next? What's next on this adventure? Shovel. Can I put that strap on the back of the thing? I wonder if we can put that on as well. Will that let me? Oh, hang on. I've got to be careful. Will that shovel my oats? That sounds weird. You know what? I'm going to put it down here. Let's just put it in the bushes, so hopefully no one else finds it. Got to be sneaky, people. Got to be sneaky. I was just say, please no. Someone that's again is the only other problem. Is you have to be incredibly careful. With my rule, leave the engine running. But if you go too far away from your vehicle, there's always a risk someone else will pinch it. Someone laying in wait. That's what you've got to be careful of. The old ham bushes. Whenever there's an obstacle in the road, look everywhere. Be vigilant. You never know what might be out there. If somebody wants you to stop, there's a reason. Don't have to worry about being on the correct side of the road, do I? Well, we are coming up on a junction. So I don't know whether to... I think we'll avoid that to start off with as well. We need to be heading out that way, so to there. I suppose we could have just gone cross country, but we want to be checking stuff out. Although, you know what? We can go on foot. We can certainly have a look. Whoa, they really didn't want people getting through here, did they? Well, sometimes these are electric, sometimes they can be just lifted. Oh no, we're alright. Do I want to leave it up though? Wow. We'll search there another time. What's this? Proper checkpoint. Well, this is the other thing as well. When you come across things like this, you're never too sure what's inside. You don't... Do you risk opening it? It could be anything. Again, it could be a trap, could be an ambush, it could be a wild animal in there. You just don't know. I'll come back. Do I? Oh, I don't know. No, we'll leave that. We'll come back to it. That's a bit big. Need to pluck up the courage shack. We need to get to the farm. There's so much stuff to explore. I didn't really consider the implication, the size, the amount of homes and buildings and things that can be looked at and searched. It's a little bit DayZ as well, isn't it, I suppose? World War Z. Oh, look, there you go. That was a horrifying one. We haven't got to worry about anything like that. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spreader. Okay. Is that lime and fertilizer or just limes or anything else here? I said about toys. If I find them, I'm grabbing them. Have I just penned myself? Oh no. So I penned myself in. That's not good. There's another one there. God, they're everywhere. The great thing, like I say, with toys, you can go to a lot of these places where there are markets. Some of these markets pop up. They might just pop up for a couple of days. It's almost like a travelling, you know, They'll move across the country peddling wares, trading, bartering, haggling. They'll get stuff from a different area. When an area seems to be kind of depleted, they'll move on. So you'll find them rolling through towns. But then the other ones that are more sort of fixed in place, people will travel a long way, risking a lot, I guess, to check them out. Maybe we'll check that one out on the way back. Getting a lot of bounce on the tyres, that's weird. I wonder what's causing that. Factory? CP. Let's check the map. What's this one? Casey's concrete. Concrete is a very, very useful commodity to have, especially if you want to fortify your position. However, it's heavy, and again, moving stuff around, not easy to do. It's that age-old thing, isn't it? It's the oh, hang on. It's the three little pigs, isn't it? It's you know, we build it from straw. Fair enough, easy to find, but not particularly strong. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Look, there's a sentry post, like the one that was back there. Again, we can't move any concrete, can't do anything with concrete yet, so we can always come back, we can have a look. Yeah, build it with wood. We got plenty of wood, we can build stuff with wood, that's not a problem. Fencing, as you've seen, guard towers, that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. But stone, brick, concrete, metal, that kind of stuff, that's what you're looking for. Harder to come by, heavier to move. Not as straightforward. Now there is some amount of, I say rail network, normally military trains, but you do get transport between the big hubs. So the big centres, this is interesting. Whoa, tyre bounce. I wonder if this was done to stop traffic when trains are running. I guess to stop people, I suppose you can't stop people blowing up a bridge. It's like the old World War II, innit? Sabotage things, you know, derailing trains and that kind of thing. But I suppose when you've got them running, you don't want, you know, anything happening. I'm surmising. I am surmising. Oh, there we go, look. Hey, we're doing all right for toys, people. We're doing all right for toys. There's no one over there. Do I want to go up onto the track? Yeah, probably. Why not? Is there anything? I don't know. Do we have a train? Got to be so careful. The thing is, as well, is you don't want people to know you're here. You know, it's sort of whoa. It's kind of in and out, kind of, you know. Let's appear, let's disappear, and it's why I've kind of always enjoyed and preferred a more nomadic lifestyle, because you. Oh, how do I come to there? Can I go into there? Not without something to stand on. I suppose I could drive up next to it. That's why I've always preferred a more nomadic lifestyle, because as soon as you place routes, as soon as you start to fortify, build, establish yourself, it can draw attention. And especially if you start to accumulate resources, if you start to, I mean, you might start to grow crops. I mean, that's the goal. If I do decide we're going to settle down, we're going to need to feed ourselves. And a good way to be able to barter and haggle locally within a community, I'm going to leave those up, is to grow stuff. If you can grow stuff, you've got something to trade and haggle. But as soon as you start to do things like that, there's the risk that at night people will come and take crops, that people will come and take what you've got, that you become a target. You know, you set yourself up as being somewhere that people know there is someone who has something, you know. It's a bit of a risk. Do I go around this? Wow, they were blocking stuff off with anything. Okay. Looks like a farm. It's not the farm we're heading to, is it? What's that one? Where am I? Oh, we're here. Fermenting silo. Take firewood there. I assume someone must be there. Maybe it's one of those every now and again people come through, or maybe just take firewood there for people. I don't know. Right, so coming up, Harry's Hobby Farm. What I am going to do, we'll see if we can take it in. It's fenced in. I mean, the fencing's not particularly high. But it'll kind of stop vehicles, I suppose. I don't know. Okay, not quite sure this is a hobby farm anymore. Not quite sure if there's anyone still there though. God, this fencing goes all the way around. I'm trying to find a weak spot. Actually, can I open the gate? It's that kind of dark. If you hear a shot, if you hear a shot, run. Okay, it's not locked, mind you though. That. So a lot of these places, without electrics, without any power, those can't be raised or lowered unless they're fit. Oh, they could be fixed in place. Actually, can we get between those? We won't get a bigger vehicle between those, but blimey, it's like a last stand. Anything here? Ooh, mattress. Doesn't look like it. No, don't think so. Right. I don't know why I'm so. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. Like I say, it's I think I did it once before. It might have been on Lucas. Oh, hang on, what's that? Something red. Is that a tractor? Can't tell. Is it Lucas Island that SealyEG put some stuff out for me? I've done it once before, and now I have. But it's that weird thing. I know there's nothing that's going to jump out. It's that kind of, there's nothing going to suddenly scare me. But it's I don't know where anything is. Oh, we can't get through that gap. That's all right. Cool. I guess the other thing to do as well. Can I close these? I don't know if I can close these from here. Oh, we'll leave them there for the time being. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know where most of the stuff is, so I'm kind of looking, but I feel nervous. I'm kind of looking, expecting something to jump out at me. Why would nothing's going to jump out at me? But I don't know. I'm kind of holding my breath. It's bizarre. Workbench. Oh, a minute. That's weird. Ah, because that's not owned. It's owned by someone else. So you can get repairs done. There's no one here, but oh, I say what? Oh, tractor! No, I mean it is, but problem is, I'm looking at this thinking, I mean, this was my goal. This is where I was heading for. Harry's Hobby Farm. Well, I guess back in the day, it would have been you could bring your family here for the day and come and see the animals. What's that? Oh, I thought that was a piece of machinery. So, oh, there's a silo. Actually, that's a good point, actually. Is there anything in it? Don't know. Maybe. Yeah, so you come for the day, bring your family, have a picnic, that kind of thing. Oh my days! What did I just say? Nothing's got. Something was moving. That wasn't normal. Hang on a minute. It's a piglet. Look. Are there more animals in here? Oh, she's good. I guess we could. Oh, there you go. It's another one. There's piglets. There's got to be bigger pigs, surely. Where would they have come from? There's another one. Top is now feel responsible. They're going to need feeding. Well, they've lived all this time without, I guess. I don't know how. Thing is, you've got to be careful with animals as well, because not that they're wild. I mean, I'm assuming they've been put in here. Mind you, if they've been put in here, who's put them in here? Oh, more fencing. But they're going to protect their young. I can't see anything bigger though. I can't tell if that's the same one or not. How many have we seen now? 2, 3? It's funny how since the events, and depending on where you are, how it seems to affect your, you know, depends if you've got an old watch or a new watch. The old digital watches don't work, wind-up ones do. I think we seem to be back on. There we go, look. Whoa, that's moving. That's moving. That's bigger. God, blimey, that is shifting. Can't tell though if it's. Is it alone? 2 pigs hunt like velociraptors. Am I being drawn in to get attacked by a swarm of piglets? There's definitely one. I don't know if I should go any closer. Where there's one, there's many. Oh look, look at them. They're gorgeous. No, they've got a few piglets in here. Oh, there's a toy. Do I risk going for the toy? God, they're everywhere, look. Yep. Done right so far, haven't we? That's bizarre, though. Surely to be piglets, there's got to be at least a breeding pair, if not more. What am I missing? Can I get up close enough? What does that say? Sow. Whoa! Whoa, blimey, they're everywhere. So where's the... How weird. There must be a boar somewhere. Maybe not. This is just laying in the grass somewhere. Sorry, I'm just... This is as much of an adventure for me, I'm not going to lie. Don't know. Oh, there, whoa, where, how did I miss that? Where was he? Okay. We got pigs! I don't know if I'll be able to come and get them at some point, maybe. So both... Oh, sorry, the inside gates. How did they get in there? So I'm starting to wonder now if someone's actually farming them. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Probably risking being here. So my worry is now that somebody is here, or at least using the area. I need to find somewhere else. It's not going to work, is it? Okay. Oh. Hello. Hello, Treagle. What have we got? We have a baler. Okay, it's a small one. That's all right. Again, we're going to need something. Does this have a trailer hitch? Should I take it? I'm running a real risk here. I don't think this has a trailer hitch. Mine might be too big to pull anyway. Our first bit of loot. Oh, we do have a trailer hitch. And we can pull it. Whoa, hey! We got ourselves a baler. Well, I can't move particularly fast, but... Oh no, hang on. I'm not going to be able to get it out, am I? I won't be able to get it out through the main gate, I don't think. Ah, what? Well, that's blocked off with concrete and barrels. There was a gate at the back. Is there a gate over there as well? It means going cross country, but we could get it out, I guess. I'll double check this just to see. I don't think we can. I think it's too wide to get through the gap. Yeah, there's no way we're getting it through there. Okay, what I will do, just in case, mind you, again, this is something I hadn't considered. Oh, that's weird. There you go. If someone drives past and sees the gates open and they're normally closed, they know someone's been about. Mind you, I left those barriers open as well, didn't I? The trouble is as well, when I said about keeping a low profile, and it's that risk that you're running the whole time of scavenging, I guess. Somewhere that appears to be empty, deserted. There's no sign of life apart from the pigs, which is a bit of a... I don't know. It's a bit of a worry. But if someone comes back and they go and say the baler's gone, they know someone's around, and then they start looking. I just don't know whether I should just leave it, just keep an eye on the area for a while. I'm going to do that. I can always come back. I can always keep a check. If I see movement, see people around, I can always we could always open it up an agreement, you know. Maybe I could barter, trade, haggle something to get to use it. Not that I've got anything to use it on, but it doesn't hurt to have, because even if in of itself, as a trading implement, something you can say, look, okay, I've got this baler, I'll trade it for whatever it might be. Right, can we find another way out? Instead of just shut the front gate. Genius. Right, I'm going to avoid the main town for now. Actually, there was a gate here, wasn't there? Maybe next episode we'll go and have a bit of a search around the town. That I've got to be more careful doing that though. Brilliant. There's gates, fences everywhere. So where to from here? What's out this way? Bales. Shared materials. Okay, that's good to know. American crops. Animal dealer. I don't want to go down into this area yet. So I guess we're back up here. We're looking at there. And we could just post up in the forest. I don't have a tent with me, but it wouldn't be the first time I've slept under the stars. Well, let's go across here. Not sure anyone's going to mind too much. I guess there's always the trouble is you need a harvester. We haven't got anything. Do we have any trailed? We don't have trailed harvesters really. We have trailed equipment, don't we, for doing swathing. We can do chaffing, like forage harvester type things, trailed. We've got root crop trailed equipment, but we don't have like mini harvesters. There's nothing like scythe related. You know, we can cut grass. We've got scythes that we can cut grass with, but nothing really small. Because I was just thinking, you know, there's nothing to stop you when the crops are growing. I say there's nothing to stop you, of course there is, but if you don't own the land, but whizzing out and just cutting a little bit of something, especially if it's open fields, open countryside, if there's a crop growing, come and grab some corn cobs, you know, that kind of thing. Right. We will head south in the next episode. And then we've got to decide what we're going to do. We know where a few items are. Oh yeah, I was going to go and grab that, wasn't I? Like I say, it might stand me instead for gathering some stuff. There we go. It might be that as a collector's item, cash is the way to go. You know what, I'm going to close these. I don't want people to know there's people around. Doesn't hurt, does it? I know it's a pain. Every time you come through this way, you've got to open them, close them, that kind of thing. So the next thing then, if we have a list, is finding somewhere to put our head down to sleep, but somewhere easily defendable. If you're going to be out in the countryside, somewhere with good sight lines, somewhere with a good escape route, you can always keep an eye out, find somewhere and say, okay, well, I know I can, you know, I can go this direction, that direction. If something happens, I can flee, I can get away. If you're going to, and again, it's always that risk of finding somewhere, a building or somewhere you can sleep, in that, can you defend it? Is there an escape route? You know, you don't want it too big. I mean, that the farm was okay, but it's a big property, there's a lot of space. We'll definitely, first thing tomorrow, maybe, or next episode, we'll have a wander through and have a look at the concrete factory. There's a smaller sort of, I say town, a bit up here. Got some more housing. I suppose any one of these would do. Do I need a play set? Probably not. So I mean, I don't know what's what. I don't know. Oh no, hose reel. That's no good. Nothing here, is there? Don't think so. No. Next door. Bins. Nope, can't pick those up. Ah. PZ1. Oh, it's a plough. Oh, okay. Okie dokie, plough. Brilliant stuff. So what we found so far, shovel, plough. What looked like a planter, that said diesel on it, which was weird. That little pallet. Oh, I've forgotten. Did we find anything else? I need to... I don't know if I made a list actually. I should have made a list on my notepad. Oh, yeah. A little spreader. So we're coming towards the built-up area at this end. High water. Oh, another collectible. Toys. God, they're everywhere, aren't they? Done alright so far. Done alright. This is a wealthy area. What we got here? There is a van there. Mind you, this is pretty handy. That's the other thing as well. Find somewhere with a water source. We have to filter water. I mean, it's been a long time. That's not bad with a water source. But there's a river there. So we've got water either side of it. So as far as being, I mean, there's nothing to stop people walking through a river, but vehicles and that kind of stuff, that's got water on two sides, a road on another, a bridge here. We've got another barrier here as well. This might do, you know. At least for tonight. Tell you what, whoever lived here. Preppers. Is there anything here worth nicking? Sorry. Liberating. Oh, we've got a water point. This is beautiful. Look at it. Water bubbling up. American Falls, people. American Falls. This is the place to be. This is the place to be. How far is the property? Oh, we've got water. So it goes right around the back of the building. Joins there. A few trees. Not too bad. Bit of wood. If we needed it. What we get out here? There's no animal pens. Oh, vehicles. What's that? Oh, they look derelict to me. I say derelict. Scrap, yeah, rusted into the ground. Yep. Okay. Log pile. It's as good a place as any, I guess. Now I know this is a bit different. I know it's different. But I'm hoping people go with it. I'm hoping people, you know, it is something a bit different. You know what? We could definitely... Generator, where's that? It needs diesel. Is that to run these? At night? I mean, wouldn't be much point having one during the day. We have got some diesel. You know what? This might be it. Where are we? We're up here. We're out of this little bit. We're away from the main town. To the north. I mean, we can say escape routes, but... So, next episode, we will explore a little bit here. And then I think we'll venture down... We know there's a plough. But I've got nothing to... I can't attach it to anything. So it's going to be a case of if we are going to stay, oats for breakfast or oats for dinner. Oats for dinner, lunch, dinner, breakfast. I need to find something else to eat. And I guess we just we search for some more stuff. See if we can find it. If we are going to stay, is this the homestead? Is this where we start? I mean, there's gaps in the fence and all the way around. It's not like it's well protected, but better than most places. So, Harry's Apocalypse Farm, as I think we're going to call it now. No bueno. Actually, what I will do, we'll tuck this round the back out the way. But what we'll do first of all is detach that, take our oats off, put those there for now. Can we get this generator running? Because we did find, oh, that was the thing we found, didn't we? We found some fuel in, oh, we need to check out that convoy as well, don't we? Does that go? It's not going to work. Please tell me this has not got to be from a tank or something, from a tanker? Really? That's crazy. Okay, I don't have a tanker. Well, the generator's not going to work for the time being. I want to keep that on there then. That'll come in handy for... Actually, you know what? We'll keep one on there. Let's put the other one down here. Maybe out of sight a little bit. Assuming no one else comes along and scavenges. If they do, we're in trouble. Right, let's put that on the edge there. Then we've got room for putting other things on. Let's put that round the back. Out of the way, behind these bushes. And I'm going to have me some oats. And that is the end of the first episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you join me on this journey. I'm really excited about this. I'm not going to lie, I'm really excited about this. And we are going to break character a little bit here. This has been a labour of love, and this has taken a long time to set up. I mean, a long time to set up. I haven't put in the description mods because I've used so much stuff. I mean, so much. Everything is in the mod hub. And people will message me and say, you didn't put it in the description, or what mod are you using for this? Do what I've done. I've just scoured through the mod hub. I had all these different ideas and all these things. I thought, oh, I could use this, I could use that. Oh, what about this? I remember there being a mod for that. And I wonder if there's a mod for this. And just spent hours, I mean literally hours, scouring. I think to this point, getting this ready to go, I'm 2.5 full days in. 8-9 hours. I mean, it's been a lot. But, like I said, MrSealyp said, stream it. Stream that setup. I said, yeah, but I don't want to give it away. I don't want to spoil the surprise. I don't want to spoil the excitement. I spoke to SealyEG and said, look, can you spare me an hour? Look, here's a list of stuff that I want to use. I've already downloaded it. It's all selected. Can you just go on and just put it around the map? And she did. She was an absolute saint. So there's a load of stuff. I don't know where it is. And I will keep looking, because there's going to be some cool stuff. I know there's some cool stuff because I put some cool stuff on the list, but I don't know where. Which kinds of adds to the whole thing. Are we going to farm? Absolutely we're going to farm. I'm staying. We've got a little pasture out the back here. We can plough it up, and we're going to need some stuff, of course. We're going to probably need some metal, because I think we're going to... I can drive through this, I guess, but we could put a little bridge in. So metal for a bridge. We've got some trees to cut down, so as far as anything wood, construction we could do, we could maybe, I'm just thinking for the winter, we might need to get ourselves a little firewood, something we can make firewood with, because we can use it ourselves, but also it's a good thing to barter and trade. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. As I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Tell all your friends. And thanks for watching.